Chester Smith will try and break the collar. He's 0 for 5 in the ballgame.
Chester Smith.
Here's the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Oh, that is such a good pitch. First pitch changeup, when you know a guy's a first pitch fastball guy, just use his aggressiveness against him.
The 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes another 0-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left stranded. Still 1 run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Nick Martinez will be summoned here to start the home 12th, and he'll need to get 3 outs here to push this game on to the 13th. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
And again the 2-2. Popped him up. Foul ground. Avila is under it. And they've done it. The Tigers have done it. For the 4th consecutive year, they are champions of the American League Central Division.
Pointed right at the first baseman, and that's an easy play. Oh, he missed him. How in the world did that happen?
That is extreme agility by a former football player. That looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety.
Salvador Perez, the 2-2.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. And before we get on with things here this evening, a look at the 2 starting lineups we'll see featured tonight. Chester Smith will get his first shot at it as we give you a look at his career numbers against the starter. First pitch on the way. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Runners on first with 1 down. He's ready. Now the pitch. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And you know, as a hitter, with the runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
Chester Smith will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
Chester Smith.
Now here's the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. He waits. Now the pitch. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
The 1-1 home. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Third inning, no score to this point. Here comes a 1-2. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
All right, come on now. Easy way now.
Here's another 1-2. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Two. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Roger Crockett will dig in. He popped out his first time. The 1-2. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Smith retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Chester Smith will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
He's set, now the pitch. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Second baseman, Ted Boyer.
Chester Smith will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Now here's the first pitch. Runners off for second. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Has a look, now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, he absolutely needed that one. I mean, he's staring the old sombrero right in the face, but he puts a good swing on the ball there and gets himself a base hit.
Ted Boyer will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Let's get out. Easy way now. Hey, find something you like up there.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll dive back in. First pitch coming.
All right, let's go now.
Too low, 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Here we go. All right, here we go now.
Now a throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Hey, your kid. Grab it deep, huh? Here you go. Try to hold him right here. That's good.
And another snap throw to the bag. And he'll get back in safely. 1-0 pitch now. 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. The 2-0. 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Here it comes, 3-0. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Johnny Bayless will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. Albrecht will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And here's the first pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
And here's where the Reds need that one key hit that's been avoiding them.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Comes set, now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. From the belt, kicks and deals. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here, no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 coming. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
A big pitch here, 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. 2 out, bases loaded. Again, a 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a pickoff play at second, and a dive, but he's back. Here's the 2-2 offering. In the dirt, but it's swung on for the 3rd strike. And he is out at the plate, trying to extend the lead to 2. Instead, he's cut down, and the inning is over. Chester Smith will dig in. He singled his last time around.
Chester Smith.
First offering on the way. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to away center.